No chasing trends, no distractions, just songs about real places, good people, and memories worth holding on to. That old clock crawled toward 3 that day. Sunlight spilled across the classroom floor. We signed our names inside each other's books, then heard that final bell we'd waited for. We hit that sidewalk like we owned the town. 3 months of open roads were waiting now. We were young enough to think summer never ends, running wild beneath that golden afternoon. No plans but a bicycle and a couple friends. Funny how those days still feel like home. I dropped my books beside our front door, then chased the others down the county lane. We talked about the things we'd do by August, like every sunny day would stay the same. Nobody knew what growing up would bring. We only knew that summer had begun. We were young enough to think summer never ends, running wild beneath that golden afternoon. No plans but a bicycle and a couple friends. Funny how those days still feel like home. Now I hear that bell somewhere inside my mind, and I'm 12 again with nowhere else to be. Some endings leave a doorway open wide. We were young enough to think summer never ends, racing home beneath that endless afternoon. No plans but a bicycle and a couple friends, and somehow those old days still carry me. The clock moved on, but something stayed behind. A little freedom I can still recall. Every summer starts with that old bell in my mind. Mama reached for that old wooden spoon before the daylight came. It had stirred 100 family meals long before the ribbons came. Fresh picked berries filled the bowl while laughter filled the room. Sweet aromas drifted softly with the flowers still in bloom. A little flower on a smile upon her face. Every careful stir was filled with quiet love and grace. That blue ribbon spoon was never made of gold, still it carried richer stories than a trophy ever told. Every pie she placed with pride came straight from heart and home, turning ordinary afternoons into memories of our own. Warm pies rested by the window, catching gentle afternoon light. Blue ribbons danced above the stove in colors shining bright. Neighbors always knew her kitchen by the cinnamon in the air. She measured every recipe with kindness, love and care. Looking back, I finally see what every prize was for. It wasn't just the baking, it was everyone she nourished more. That blue ribbon spoon was never made of gold, still it carried richer stories than a trophy ever told. Every pie she placed with pride came straight from heart and home, turning ordinary afternoons into memories of our own. The handle has grown smooth from all those fateful years. It still can stir my heart before it stirs my tears. Some recipes are written without words. That blue ribbon spoon still hangs inside my mind, serving up the sweetest days no clock can leave behind. If love could fill a measuring cup, she'd always pour enough, showing every generation simple things are more than enough. I can almost taste those summers cooling on the sill. Her wooden spoon keeps teaching me with every memory still. That's the finest prize our family ever won. Every birthday brought us to that old back room. Dad would grab a pencil while I chased away the gloom. He'd rest the level gently where my cowlick wouldn't hide, then mark another memory on that weathered piece of pine. I thought the inches were the prize I'd earned. He knew there were bigger things I'd learned. My name on the height chart told a bigger story still. Not about how tall I stood, but how love can quietly build. Every faded line reminds me where my roots first started strong. That old wooden doorway helped me carry life along. School pictures changed, my sneakers came in larger sizes too. Dreams grew right beside those marks in shades of gray and blue. One day I noticed I could look him in in the eyes. Still he smiled the very same, with quiet fatherly pride. The measuring stopped, but time moved on. His steady hand still guides me when he's gone. My name on the high chart told a bigger story still. Not about how tall I stood, but how love can quietly build. Every faded line reminds me where my roots first started strong. That old wooden doorway helped me carry life along. Some people leave their mark on stone for all to see. Mine was drawn in pencil for my family, and somehow that's enough to mean the world to me. My name on the high chart still lives inside that frame. Every little line still calls me by my name. If those walls could talk, they tell the years were kind. They measured more than growing, they measured heart and time. That worn out door still stands inside my soul, holding every chapter that helped to make me whole. Home was never measured only by the wall. Every December, when the cold rolled in, Mom would bring that catalog in again. Set it on the coffee table by the firelight glow, and we'd grab our markers before the first snow. My brother wanted trains, my sister wanted dolls. I had my eye on things bigger than us all. Spread out on the carpet from wall to wall, dreaming about Christmas in our little hall. The world seemed wide as those 100 pages turned, and every wish was a spark that burned. In the Christmas catalog circle, we were kings and queens of make-believe. Every folded page held another adventure, and every picture gave us something to believe. With colored markers and hopeful hearts, we'd map out dreams before they could start. Back when wonder came simple and free, in the Christmas catalog circle around the tree. We draw big stars beside our favorite things, imagining the joy that Christmas morning brings. Dad would laugh and shake his head at all the things we thought Santa had read. The tree lights danced across the room, casting magic in the winter gloom. And somehow those evenings felt so grand, with a marker and a catalog in hand. We didn't know how fast the years would fly, or how precious those nights would be in time. In the Christmas catalog circle, we were kings and queens of make and every picture gave us something to believe. With colored markers and hopeful hearts, we'd map out dreams before they could start. Back when wonder came simple and free, in the Christmas catalog circle around the tree. Now the catalogs are harder to find, and childhood lies somewhere behind. But every December I still recall those winter nights and those living room walls. The gifts came and went through the years somehow, but the dreaming is what stays with me now. In the Christmas catalog circle, we found treasures money couldn't buy. Laughter in the room, family all together, and wonder shining in our eyes. Those folded pages never really disappeared. They're still alive every time this season's here, and a part of that young boy still believes in the Christmas catalog circle around the tree. Just a glowing tree and a cold December night, markers on the carpet and the world feeling bright. Back when every page held possibility, that's the Christmas catalog I still see. December brought that little corner back, where pine trees stood beneath the hanging lights. Mom pulled her coat a little tighter, while Dad searched through the branches in the night. Cold air carried that evergreen scent, and I knew something wonderful was coming home. Dad found the one beneath the winter snow. We tied it down and watched the taillights glow. I pressed my face against the window glass, wondering how Christmas could ever be this grand. Dad gave that chosen tree a careful shake. White flakes scattered from its branches down. Mom laughed when snow landed on her sleeve. Then we headed toward our little side of town. The station wagon smelled like pine and coal, and every mile made Christmas feel more close. Dad found the one beneath the winter snow. We tied it down and watched the taillights glow. I pressed my face against the window glass, wondering how Christmas could ever be this grand. whenever pine trees fill the winter air. Every spring when the dogwoods bloom, folks would gather underneath the courthouse moon with work gloves on and coffee in hand, ready to lend a hand across the land. The mayor gave a wave and a friendly grin, then everybody scattered with a purpose within. Some headed for the park, some from Main Street, just neighbors helping neighbors meet a need. Nobody got paid, nobody kept score, we just believed in something worth showing up for. It was town cleanup Saturday, working side by side the old-fashioned way, picking up litter, planting in a little hope, making our hometown something we could hold close. Trash bags full and flower beds bright, everybody pitching in from morning to night. Looking back now, I understand, we weren't just cleaning up the town. Kids planted marigolds along the walk while old friends stopped and talked. Mr. Jenkins painted benches by the square, and somehow laughter seemed to fill the air. By the afternoon, the streets looked new, but that wasn't the only thing we improved. Every handshake, every smile we shared made the whole town feel a little more cared for. The real reward wasn't what we could see, it was knowing we belonged to something bigger than me. It was town cleanup Saturday, working side by side the old-fashioned way, picking up litter, planting in a little hope, making our hometown something we could hold close. Trash bags full and flower beds bright, everybody pitching in from morning to night. Looking back now, I understand, we weren't just cleaning up the town. At sunset we gather on the courthouse steps for a picture nobody would ever forget. Smiling faces tired from the day, proud of what we built along the way. Those moments taught me something true, a community's only as strong as the people who do. It was town cleanup Saturday, more than just another day. It was showing up when something needed done and finding joy in everyone. The flowers bloom and the years roll by, but those lessons never say goodbye, because the strongest roots I've ever found were planted on town cleanup Saturday. Yeah. Every spring I still think back to work gloves, wheelbarrows, and those trash bags, and the simple truth that still stands today: we took care of the town, and it took care of us that way. That brass key felt heavier than it looked that morning. I stood inside four walls with nothing on them yet. A couple cardboard boxes made a crooked little hallway, and every empty corner felt like something I had earned. I called Dad just to tell him I had made it. He said, "Son, you've been ready longer than you know." That first key wasn't just a piece of metal, it was every lesson carried from back home, every early enough. I saw the years inside that simple moment, all the things he taught me standing there. That first key wasn't just a piece of metal, it was every lesson carried from back home. Every early morning, every word he'd given, showing me how to build a life of my own. I thought success would feel like something bigger, like applause or some long-awaited sign. But it sounded like my father saying, "Proud of you," while that little lamp was burning for the first time. That first key wasn't just a piece of metal, it was proof that I could finally stand alone. But every step that brought me through that doorway had a little bit of Dad and what I'd grown. Oh, I still remember how that new place sounded before I filled it up with things I own. Sometimes growing up means finding your own doorway while carrying the best of where you've known. Sunday sunlight painted gold across the floor. Grandpa tuned the tube radio by the door. Four voices floated through the living room. He sang along, a little flat, but full of bloom. His tapping shoe kept time beneath his chair, and somehow laughter filled the Sunday air. Oh, those harmonies could make the whole house sway. Grandpa found a reason to be glad that day. He missed a note, then laughed and carried on, teaching me that joy needs no perfect song. The curtains danced whenever breezes came. He'd point at every singer like he knew their name. I watched him smile between each melody, wondering how something so small felt so free. No grand occasion ever had to the stars. A crackling radio could lift his heart. Oh, those harmonies could make the whole house sway. Grandpa found a reason to be glad that day. He missed a note, then laughed and carried on, teaching me that joy needs no perfect song. Now Sundays sound a little more subdued, but sometimes I hum those old refrains in tune and hear his crooked harmony beside me. Off time, he gave me more than melodies that day. He showed me how to find delight in simple things. The old radio is silent now, yet I can hear his laughter somehow still singing where the Sunday breezes blow. There's a faded patchwork on the old barn wall, hand-painted squares still standing through it all. Grandma brushed those colors there long ago, while summer sun made every bright shade glow. Now the timber wears the years like a scar, but her little masterpiece still shines from afar. Miller Road carries that memory home, past golden sunflowers bending where they've grown. A quiet tractor rests beneath the shade, and I see the hands that painted every blade. The red is softened, the blue turned pale, yet every crooked line still tells her tale. The wind moves gently through the fence-lined flowers, like she left her heart beating those weathered boards. Some things fade but never disappear. They find a way to follow us through the years. Miller Road carries that memory home, past golden sunflowers bending where they've grown. A quiet tractor rests beneath the shade, and I see the hands that painted every blade. I never knew how long her colors would stay, but they've outlived seasons in their own quiet way, still teaching me what beauty asks us to save. That barn quilt still watches Miller Road, holding every season in its humble coat. slow down whenever I pass that place, and thank the years for leaving me her trace. Her colors keep blooming after all this time. Down beneath the house where summer's shadows sleep, peach-filled jars stood in rows so deep. Yellowed labels carried dates in fading ink. Each little year was more than I could think. She saved the sunlight inside every jar, preserving moments long after they were gone. Grandma kept July beneath the ground, in amber glass where sweetness could be found. Every peach held something time could never steal, a tender taste of everything she made me feel. Wooden shelves were crowded with her care. Warm golden light slipped through the cellar air. I traced old handwriting with my fingertips, and felt her summers resting on my lips. She never called it love, but I knew every preserved season was something she gave me. Grandma kept July beneath the ground, in amber glass where sweetness could be found. Every peach held something time could never steal, a tender taste of everything she made me feel. Now those cellar shelves are empty and still, but her patient hands remain in every skill. She taught me love can outlast what we preserve. Grandma left her summers underneath my skin, sweet golden memories I carry within. Those handwritten years still whisper her name, and every bite brings back her warmth again. A narrow window lets the daylight through, dust dances softly where her jars once grew. And I thank her for every summer she saved. Fresh chalk curled across the board each dawn. Yesterday's specials disappeared by noon. The front doorbell would ring above the crowd, and she'd refill my coffee without asking how. I never needed little booth already knew my name. The diner felt like somewhere I belong, where every ordinary day could turn to song. A steaming mug, a smile across the room, and somehow there was always space for me. She changed the letters with a dusty sleeve, erase the soup, then write what came next. Neighbors traded stories underneath the clock, while silverware kept time against the plates. The menu changed, but one thing stayed the same. I walked inside and felt completely known. The diner felt like somewhere I belong, where every ordinary day could turn to song. A steaming mug, a smile across the room, and somehow there was always space for me. Years moved on and that old place closed its doors, but I still hear that little bell above the frame, and taste the comfort waiting at my table. That chalkboard lies somewhere behind my eyes, with faded letters underneath the morning light. I found a home without a key or street, just familiar faces making room for me. Some places never leave when they are gone. They linger in the habits we carry on, and warm us long after the coffee's cold.
We'd kick our tires beneath the afternoon sun, dust flying backward as we'd shout and run. The church bell waited somewhere down the hill, and every rider swore they'd beat it still. And somebody yelled, "Ready, set, go!" And childhood took the lead before we knew. We raced those bicycles through the open lane, calling
trade those afternoons instead. Handlebars rattle over gravel stones, sneakers scrape the pedals all the way home. The distant bell began to shake the air, while friends kept laughing like they didn't care. We chased that sound until the final ring, never knowing how much joy that race could bring. We raced those bicycles through the open lane, calling out each other's names again. I never crossed the finish line ahead, but I wouldn't trade those afternoons instead. There was no trophy waiting at the end, no prize could beat the laughter of a friend. When it never mattered when we rode. That church bell still takes me back somehow to dusty wheels and scraped up knees somehow. A little freedom rolling through my heart. The bicycles are rust beneath the shed, those familiar voices live inside my head. And somewhere far away, that bell still rings. Afternoon burned across the football grass, brass instruments flashed as the long hours passed. White lines stretched beneath our tired shoes, while the drum major counted every move. Back then those endless drills felt hard to bear. I never knew what they were building there. Step by step we learned to move as one, finding strength beneath the beating sun. Every mistake became another try, till discipline could make our spirits fly. We learned to listen when our voices clashed, to trust the person marching at our side. Sweat soaked through the uniforms we wore, yet every evening made us stronger than before. One heartbeat wasn't enough to lead. We needed every player for the dream. Step by step we learned to move as one, finding strength beneath the beating sun. Every mistake became another try, till discipline could make our spirits fly. Those faded yard lines taught me how to stand, how a scattered group becomes a band, and how persistence turns effort into pride. Step by step, I still can hear that feel, the counting voice that taught me never yield. What seemed like practice became part of who I am, a lesson written underneath each marching step. The grass has grown beyond those painted lines, but somewhere in me that old rhythm still survives, and I carry that formation through my life.
Morning broke with a rattle down the lane. Glass bottles chime beneath the window pane. Bare feet cross the porch before the sun, while coffee steamed and another day begun. That little sound meant everything was right, a quiet promise waiting in the light. Milkman's bottles by the wooden door, a simple ritual I don't see anymore. Cold glass shining in the early dawn, like a piece of yesterday that carried on. Dad poured cream while the radio played low. Mom warmed biscuits as the kettle started slow. Wooden boards whispered underneath my feet, and morning felt complete before the street. Now delivery trucks rush somewhere unseen, but I still miss how peaceful mornings seem. Milkman's bottles by the wooden door, a simple ritual I don't see anymore. Cold glass shining in the early dawn, like a piece of yesterday that carried on. Maybe time doesn't take the things we knew, it leaves their little echoes tucked inside you, waiting for a morning quiet enough to hear. Milkman's bottle still ring inside my heart, reminding me how gentle days could start. Steam from coffee footsteps on old pine, a vanished morning that still feels like mine. No glass clinking waits outside today,
just sunlight stretching where the bottles lay. But I still wake before the world begins.
Sunday roads were quiet beneath the tires. Dad would pull beside the overlook wire. Warm hood beneath our palms we watched below, where silver mist concealed the valley slope. He never needed words to make us stay, just gave the passing world another minute. At Overlook Point we learned to breathe, watching clouds drift underneath the trees. No destination mattered quite as much as standing there beneath that endless view. Sometimes he'd kill the engine without warning. We'd step outside into the open morning. Birds sung carried farther than the road, and somehow every burden felt less heavy. He'd stare ahead, then smile and turn the key, as if that little pause was all we needed. At Overlook Point we learned to breathe, watching clouds drift underneath the trees. No destination mattered quite as much as standing there beneath that endless view. Beside the place he made our own, his quiet lesson waits beyond the rail. At Overlook Point I finally understand why Dad would rest his weathered hands. He wasn't stopping just to see the land, he was teaching us to notice where we stand. The valley disappears beneath the haze. I let the silence linger like his gaze, then start the car with gratitude beside me. August heat was hanging over town. Dust clouds roll whenever hooves came down. Uncle leaned into that battered silver mic and sent his voice across the arena lights. Those bleachers shook beneath the county crowd, while every word he spoke came ringing loud.
called each rider waiting by the gate. Built up the tension while we watched them wait. Then suddenly the bull would hit the ground, and his old microphone would shake the whole town. I can still feel that warm arena air, hear his voice floating everywhere. That announcer's voice still brings August back, with leather reins and thunder on the track. Flags were flying while the whole place roared, and summer never sounded quite like before. Years have passed since those summer nights, but one familiar echo can ignite 1,000 memories beneath those lights. When August comes, I hear him once again, calling every cowboy like an old friend. Dust rises underneath the county sky, and my uncle's voice comes rolling by. That rusty mic may never speak again, but his voice still rides upon the wind. August lives wherever that